Hello VC, it's Mark again. Today I'm going to be doing a competition entry for Harry's Music Room, but before I get into that I just want to do a quick announcement and a couple of shout outs. I've changed my channel name from Just For The Record. The reason being, when I chose that name I did check on YouTube first, make sure nobody else was using it, which they wasn't, so I was happy to kind of use that name. But over the weekend I found another channel in the VC that's called Just For The Record, as in the number 4. It didn't actually occur to me to check any variations of the name, but hey. It's actually a really good channel. If you've never seen him, it is worth having a look in. He's not uploaded any new material for, I think it's about 4 or 5 months, but the videos that are there, they're really, really good stuff. You may want to check them out. This channel was set up in January, so it kind of seemed only fair that I changed the name of mine. So I'm now called Hcratediggersoftheworldunite. of the World Unite. Okay, so I'll say a couple of shout outs. First, James Griffiths. If you've never seen James's channel, he's well worth checking out. Really knowledgeable guy, great taste in music. Quite a funny guy as well. At the start of his most recent video, he did some like sort of screenshots of like a sort of visual shout out, if you like, of 3 other channels. One of them was mine, so thanks James, really appreciate that. It was really good of you. But he also included 2 others. One of them was Nick's Vinyl Butty. Again, if you've not seen Nick's channel, please check him out. He's going off the comments, I think Nick's been around the VC for quite some time, but he's only just recently started to do videos. I think he's done about 3 so far, but they always start in his car where he's talking about what he's going to do for the rest of his video. And then the last half of the video, he's back at home, they're going through his records. So a really good channel. And the final one is John's Music Passions. Again, absolutely fantastic channel. He uploads quite regularly, I think a couple of times a week on average. Again, really knowledgeable bloke. He's shown some fantastic records, really good channel. I will put links in the description, so yeah, please go and check them out. Okay, so I'm going to do Harry's Music Room competition where he wants us to name up to 10 tracks, sorry, some way connected with Halloween or the devil and the occult, all things Halloweeny. So I'm going to start off with Pink Floyd, Pipe at the Gates of Dawn. My copy of this is a 1972 reissue when they actually released Pipe at the Gates of Dawn and Sourceful Secrets, the second album. There's one double album called A Nice Pair. This isn't one of the early ones. The early ones in this top left-hand corner, they had a picture of, there's actually a dentist called Dr. Fang, P-H-A-N-G. And it's illegal for NHS doctors or dentists to advertise, so appearing on the front of an album by one of the biggest selling bands at the time was a bit of an issue. So the picture was quickly taken down and replaced by this picture of a kind of monk looking to the sky. So yeah, I've chose Pipe at the Gates of Dawn simply because, there's a track off Pipe at the Gates of Dawn called Lucifer Sam. That's what I'm choosing simply because it's got the name Lucifer on it. Other than that, there's not a great deal actually occulty about it other than the name Lucifer Sam. Apparently Sid Barrett wrote a song about his own pet Siamese cat. So that's Pink Floyd, Lucifer Sam from Pipe at the Gates of Dawn. Next up, Fleetwood Mac, Black Magic Woman. I do really love the early Peter Green, more bluesy era Fleetwood Mac. And this was actually, I'm kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone showing this track because I actually picked some in a charity shop a couple of years ago. But yeah, absolutely love this album. So that's Fleetwood Mac's Black Magic Woman. Next up, this is a band that I got into fairly recently. Myself and my wife was watching Brother Where Art Thou again. I've seen it quite a few times. And I thought, you know what, I've not got a lot of bluegrass. So I decided to embark upon a bluegrass voyage of discovery. And I came across this band, they're actually Canadian, the Dead South. And this album's called Good Company. And the track I'm going to include is, in my opinion, the standout track on the album. It's a track called In Hell I'll Be in Good Company. Really, really good tune, a lot of really damn fine banjo playing. So yeah, really good album, good band. So that's In Hell I'll Be in Good Company. The next one is this next one is an absolute classic. I remember first hearing this as a small, quite young child and absolutely loving it. And the violin on this is just out of this world. And it's the Charlie Daniels Band, The Devil Went Down to Georgia. This is absolutely, if you're not familiar with the story of the song, it's basically the devil, for whatever reason, he's mooching around Georgia, comes across a guy called Johnny playing with his fiddle. It's not a euphemism. And he decides to challenge him to like a fiddle off, basically. And if Johnny wins, he gets a golden fiddle. If the devil wins, he gets Johnny's soul. Obviously, Johnny wins, gets a golden fiddle, and then proceeds to verbally abuse the devil, calling him the son of a bitch. But yeah, fantastic tune. They went down to Georgia, Charlie Daniels Band. This next band is one of my favourite. It's really one of my favourite bands at the minute. When I was going to do Jeff Witcher's competition where he asked you to name your favourite band, but I couldn't do it. There's that many bands that I thought, well, it's going to be this band, and I thought, well, no, what about this band? If I was to draw up a short list, this band would definitely be in my top 5, and this is Killing Joke. I absolutely love this band. The post-80s vinyl is really expensive these days. I mean, this is a reissue from last year. It's a double album, one blue vinyl, one clear vinyl. But I do have an OG of this, actually. It came out in 1994, and I do have an OG of it, but it's really, really expensive. I'm 2 albums away from having the complete LP discography. I need a Democracy and one called 2012. I have them on CD, but the price, like I say, they're really, really expensive on vinyl to buy. They have actually been slowly reissuing some of the material. Let's say this was reissued last year. The debut album was reissued. They've all been reissued on the Spine Farm label. And again, the debut album was reissued, I think it was earlier this year. And they've reissued 2 other albums as well, Pylons and Absolute Descent. So they do seem to be slowly working through the back catalogue, and hopefully we'll get to the 2 that I want. But this was interesting fact about this record. The first 3 tracks off the album, which was Pandemonium, Millennium, and Exorcism, the vocal for them was actually recorded in the King's Chamber of the Great Pyramid at Giza. And the way they were able to do it, apparently they just wanted to record in Egypt, and they managed to get in touch with one of the head archaeologists. And she basically said, well, yeah, you can do it, but you have to pound some you have to grease some pounds. And they did. I think they managed to bribe some Egyptian official. I can't remember how much it was, but I think they got, however much they paid, they got them 2 days to record in the King's Chamber. And yeah, they recorded the vocal for 3 of the tracks in the King's Chamber in the Great Pyramid. And the track I'm going to pick off this is Exorcism. I mean, the fact that this was recorded in the King's Chamber of the Great Pyramid, that alone is just, that's like, you know, I think that fits the bill for being Halloween-y. It's called Exorcist as well, so why not? So that's Killing Joke, Exorcist. This next band, again, I got into these a few years back. I was actually, the way I got into these, I was sat at home on my phone, bored, and I thought, I wonder if there is a track out there that's officially considered the heaviest track ever. And I googled the heaviest song ever made, and it came up with a track by Electric Wizard, and the track's called Funeralopolis. It's on this album. If you've never heard Electric Wizard, they are heavy, really, really heavy. But these lots of occulty imagery. These are really heavily influenced by Black Sabbath. I mean, they took the name from 2 Black Sabbath songs, The Wizard and Electric Funeral. But this is such a good album, and Funeralopolis is indeed like mind-bendingly heavy. But if you like that, it's like Sabbath at the most doomiest, but cranked up a couple of levels. And when I got this, I was itching for some time alone in the house, which doesn't happen very often. But when I was on my own, I put this on, turned the volume up, and oh man, Funeralopolis is probably the heaviest song on here, but it is heavy. So the track I'm going to include off this is probably going to be Funeralopolis. So yeah, I think these fit the bill simply because, like I say, all the songs are like dystopian, kind of nihilistic, misanthropic type stuff. So it fits the bill of evil perfectly. So that's Electric Wizard, Funeralopolis. The next one, when I did Nick Rudolph's competition entry for the 5 covers that are better than the original, I mentioned that I didn't have any Marilyn Manson on vinyl, but what I should have said was I don't have any official Marilyn Manson on vinyl. I do have an unofficial pressing of Marilyn Manson's Antichrist Superstar. This is such a good album. Again, original copies of this these days will set you back a lot. They're really, really expensive. I remember when this came out, I bought it on CD. I'd just got a CD player not long before that, and I went into a place called Ear Records in Lancaster. It's not there anymore. And it had just come out, and I went in to buy it, and I couldn't see it in the shop, and I asked behind the counter, I said, like, you've got a copy of Marilyn Manson's Antichrist Superstar? And he said, do you want it on CD or vinyl? Because we've got both. And I've just got my CD player, so like an idiot, I said, oh, yeah, CD, please. Yeah, probably, I wish I'd made a different decision. But anyway, this is such a good album. So yeah, the track I'm going to go with off this one is the title track, Antichrist Superstar, from Marilyn Manson's Antichrist Superstar. I mean, that is just pure, that's Halloween. It's, occulty, evil. There we go. The next one, a UK band called Venom. These basically, along with bands like Celtic Frost and Merciful Fate, were some of the early pioneers of black metal. I mean, this record is even called black metal. You look at the picture on the front, you kind of know what you're going to get. But just in case you was in any doubts what you're going to get, if you flip the record over, and on the back it says, we drink the vomit of the priests, make love with the dying whore, we suck the blood of the beast, and hold the key to death's door. Whatever butters your crumpet, I say. But yeah, that's, you know what I mean, the picture says it all, that's got to be included. So that's Venom, black metal. Again, you can take your choice, whichever track you want to include off this. I'll go with Raise the Dead. That's suitably Halloweeny. So finally, this is probably the ultimate Halloween band, the ultimate evil band, and the ultimate... These guys probably took it all a little bit too far, to be honest. I mean, I think everyone that's shown so far, especially the Marilyn Manson, Venom, it was all very much an image, a persona. These guys took that a little bit too serious. This is Mayhem, Norwegian black metal band. Probably this is the Mysterious Dom Satanas album. It's widely regarded as probably the greatest black metal record ever made, and this is on a particularly evil-looking purple splatter vinyl. Yeah, these guys were a bit... Yeah, the album itself... But one thing about this album, if you're going to listen to this or this kind of genre of music, you're not going to hear the lyrics. You know what I mean? If you want to hear the words, you're going to need a lyric sheet. There's no way you're going to sit down and listen to what these guys are saying. And this does come with the lyrics. And the lyrics, they appear there, printed in purple on a black background. Right, that's just taking the piss. There's no way those lyrics ever going to get read. Purple on a black background. You know, what's the point? You may as well... I was actually wanting to read the lyrics from the songs. I had to go on Google to Google the lyrics, even though I've got them in front of me. But yeah, these guys, I mean, you can read online what these guys kind of got up to. There was some quite strange things going on. I think they were associated with, in the early 90s, there was a spate of church burnings that were going on around Norway. And I think these guys were, I don't think they were actually proven to be part of it, but I think the point of suspicion pointed their way. But yeah, this is actually a really good album. There's the standout track on here for my, again, personally speaking, is a track called Freezing Moon, and it really is. It's quite an eerie sounding tune. So yeah, I'm going to go with Mayhem, the Mysterious Dom Satanas, and the Halloweeny track from this album, Freezing Moon. So there you go, that's my entry to Harry's Music Room. Hope you liked it. Speak to you again soon. Bye.